So hey, what's up guys, Infested here and welcome back another excited quick tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you my personal render setting which I personally do when I do clients work, I do tutorials and I do my personal projects. So I will share all of my technique and tips which I personally do all the time. So be with me and don't skip any part of the tutorial, and I will request you to watch the full so you will not miss anything. So let's start the tutorial after this NPS ready intro. Alright, so I hope you enjoy the intro. It's not a funny. I hope you will enjoy it. So this is the project which I made last year, and it completely made inside Element 3D. It's completely rendered and textured inside Element 3D, and I made a separate long tutorial where I explain everything how I made this. So if you did not seen this tutorial yet, I will put a link on this I button, and let's move to the render setting. So I will categorize this render setting in three parts. First is the quality, second is the quality and size, and third is size. So what it means, the first one is quality. So in this section I put only clients work, because sometimes clients gives work to do, and then when we finished their work they only want in a higher res. It means they want their work in like 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB. Then only they understand it's in a good quality, but it's not the case. So let me show you the first step, what I do when I got some clients like that. So I just simply select the comp, set the full res, and select the main composition and press Ctrl M. It will bring your selected composition in a render queue, and here you have to tweak something just a little bit. Don't worry about anything. So just click on the best setting and make sure this is set to the best, right? And this resolution set to the full. If I will change here half, you can see this will render in 960 by 540, but I want in a full. Hit OK, and here I can choose the output section where I want to save it. So in this case I want to save it like Subway high res ko high res. It's fine, nothing fancy. And here in the output module, here you have to change the format. So in this format I am going to choose QuickTime, which I personally and I always do when I need a high res, when I don't want to compromise with quality. So I always render QuickTime and hit OK, and then I can just simply press caps lock on, so we will not see the rendering we will not see the screen animation while rendering. So it's done. Let me show you the size. Let's see what the size we get. So this is around 336 MB, because we have only 3-second animation. So this is too much. I think when you will render around 10 seconds it will go around 1 GB. So this is too much, and let me go to the next category, which is quality and the size. So when you need quality and at the same time you need you want size, you don't want too much of bigger size. So what I do, let me show you that. So I use media encoder for doing that, because where I got multiple format options, so it's a little bit easy to play around and get the good size and also the quality. And the best part of rendering in higher quality is you can get lower quality anytime from that clip. So what I do, so I just simply select this composition and make sure this time this is set to the full. If it will set to the half, it will render inside media encoder in the half resolution. So you must check this full before you select this and drag and drop to the media encoder here. And now by default is set to the H.264. If you not see here, if you don't see this option here, you can just simply come over here and you can just drag and drop and it will just select it. So now what I will change, I will go to the match source and high bit rate. So I will click here and it will take your few seconds and it will open setting parameters where you can control the size and the quality. So now you can see this is coming in 3 MB, but what I use, make sure this is check use maximum render quality. Let's move little bit down and there you will see some of the few options like bit rate settings. So by default is set to the VVR1 pass. You can change it to the CBR also, but I am okay with both because I don't got any specific difference between CBR and VVR render output, because when I rendered this, let me show you, you will get the idea. So if I check CBR and I will set to the 50, this is the max. I can set to the 50 max, this is the max one. So if I will set to the 50, you can see here it is getting only 18 MB, and when I will render, this is also in a very good quality. When you want render your render in a good quality and a good size, so which you can share anywhere without worrying about the MB or your net pack or anything. So this setting suit you, and this is most of the time I use, like around 80% of the time I use this. I use this setting for my YouTube videos as well as this is a setting which I use for a lot of my clients. So this is it, and you just simply hit OK. And if you will set to the VBR1 pass, you can see this is both things are the same for me in the size. So I will hit OK, and then I will simply select the output. Make sure, otherwise if you don't save your project here, it will directly go inside the temp. So you have to check it before render, and this will render in .mp4, which is also very good. So I will save and I will render it. Just simply click here. And one more thing guys, the render time will almost the same, like if you are going to render .mov, .mp4, the time will be almost the same. So but the quality and the size will be different. So you can see this is maximum around 20 MB and it's good. And the last one is size. So when you don't want in a bigger size and the quality don't matter you, but it's not the case, bro. I mean everyone need quality, but in the same time they want size. So I use this category especially when I post videos on Instagram or I post video on Facebook, and especially when I have to upload this video on my WhatsApp status or Instagram status. So that time I use this setting, and the setting is the same. Like I have to select this one and just drag and drop to the here, and this is the same like 3 MB, and I can render it, and this will be rendered in 3 MB. So the size will be almost the same, but the size is around 3. And if you think you need just a little bit of size, so you will simply go over here and just change it to the 20 or the 30, and at least when you think it's good to share. So mostly I do like 20 or 25, something around that, or I can just leave by default and I can render. So I just simply render it. So you can see this is around 8 MB. So on screen I will play all these 3 clips one by one, and I hope you will see it, what is the result coming, and what I will mention the size and the quality. So I hope you got this video useful, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. If you will find this video useful, hit the like button, and if you want to share your feedback, so you can leave a comment in a comment box. And if you are new here, I will consider subscribe this channel, because in this channel you will get a lot of Element 3D related stuff and 3D VFX motion graphic related stuff. So this is it, guys, and thanks for watching my video, thanks for loving me, thanks for supporting me. I am NPS3D, and that's it.